Oh, well, welcome everyone to Higher Realm Channeling. Tonight they're going to talk about something. The general topic was new beginnings. So I do ask them to give me a general topic, but
Is it live?
we'll see. Oh, we need the light on, Rusty. Light, just flip the button. A little technical difficulty today, but we'll get it going. Beautiful. New beginnings. Thank you. So take a few deep breaths and give us just a minute to get out of the way. Welcome, my children. Yes, we are not telling them everything that is going to be said, for they would stop us sometimes. So we have told them new beginnings. This is important, and this is where we will start, but it is probably not where we will go this evening. On your planet, your hemispheres are different, and I want you to know that in your hemisphere where you are at this moment and where these bodies reside, it is a new time, it is a new beginning, it is a new season. And so new beginnings and spring, new beginnings and starting, those are good messages for your life. This is a time for you to reflect on all that has happened before, and a time for you to think about what is coming next. What is it you wish to plant? What is it you wish to grow? What is it you wish to manifest? New beginnings are about starting. Not receiving, not harvesting, not gathering, but starting. So if you were to think in your mind now, what is it that is next for me, and listen to the guidance that is being given to you, we ask that you think and sit and be at peace and be quiet, because this is the time for you to begin new things. We are around you always. There are many that are here. There are many that are around you. You have your own team, so you call it, of people, of beings, of guides that lead you on the path. You are being asked now more than ever to sit still and listen. Too often you have your mind, and your mind goes, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. We are asking you to not do that. We are asking you to not have an idea of what you want, but instead to literally be still, to be quiet, to not have distractions. We are asking you to sit quietly, to meditate, to be still. And in this stillness, you will find what is next for you. Many of you feel the change. You feel things bubbling up. You feel things adjusting. You feel that it is time for something new, and it is, yet it may not come to fruition at the moment. It may not actually appear at this moment, because this is the time for you to start the seed. So we wish for you to think of it that way, to think of this as a time for you to begin what's next. Not to accomplish it, not to already be done, not even to be in the flow of having it happen already, but to begin to see what is next in your life. Over the next week, I'm going to say, in your time, again, time is irrelevant where we are, but we understand you have a timeline in your dimension. In your time, over the next week or so, you're going to find new things coming in. You're going to find your own guides, your own people that are there to support you, coming around you closer. You're going to hear them clearer. You're going to find that they are there to say, here is what's next for you on your path. We wish for you to be open. We wish for you to pay attention. We wish for you to notice. So notice the things that are happening, the coincidences, as you say. Notice those synchronicities that are taking place. Notice the people that are being brought in your life, the people you are connecting with. Be aware that it is time now for new beginnings. We see from a different plane, and we understand things differently than you do. And from that space, we are aware that it is time for you to move to the next level, as we have said, of the game. We actually find it humorous, the earlier conversation, that your scientists are figuring out things that we have already known for a long time. Things we see, things we understand. And your scientists are just understanding now things about light becoming matter, about entropy and the things that are taking place on your planet. And we find this, again, amusing. For us, this is fact. We understand how things function and work inside of this duality. We ask that you be open, more so now than you have ever been before. You need to be open to what is next for you. And sometimes this next is very different. It is not what you expected or not what you even saw. So sometimes this next is something that is a total different direction. Other times, for many of you, it will just be the next step on your path in the same direction you've been going. Yet, we want you to be still and quiet. We need you to listen and listen for your guidance. We need you to use the tools that you have to find your center, find your quiet space, and be at peace where you are, knowing that the seeds are being planted for what is next for your future. We will show you. Many of you have been waiting for this guidance. It is time. We will show you, for you personally, what is next in the next few weeks. You will see the signs. You will meet the people. You will understand how they all are connected. It is time for you that are followers, you that are ready, you that have grown, you that are moving. It is time for you to take the next step on your journey. This is different for each of you. For some of you, it will be a giant step. For others, it will be small baby steps. That is okay. A step is a step. Moving forward is good. But do know that it may be very different than what you think it is. For each person has their own different path. And we want you to experience that to its fullest. So open yourself. Be ready and willing to step into the next you. If you look back even now, regardless of what your physical age is, you can look back and see the chunks of time that have happened in your life. There were times where you were a child. There were times where you did this or that, or had this relationship or that relationship, or this job or that job, or this vision or that vision. We can look back and see our lives in segments. When you are able to do that, you will see that they build on each other, but you will also see they are segmented. And there will be a point at which in your life that the next segment will show up. Not complete, not whole, not finished. You're there to make that happen. But you will see what the next statement, the next seed, the next direction is for you. It is time for you to move forward, be that slowly or quickly. That is your choice. You determine and decide whether or not this is a small step for you, if that is what you can handle, or this is a leap, if that is what you are ready for. Everyone is on their own path. Everyone moves at their own speed. This is okay. We are not here to tell you there is one way to do it or a way that is good or right or wrong. That is not it. It is individualized. Yet, we are here to say it is time for what is next in your life. So sit, be quiet, listen, look for the guidance, for the synchronicities, look for the things that will come to you to make sense out of the next step for you. Understand that it is planting. It is the beginning, not the harvesting. It is the beginning, not the end. It is time to take the next step on your path. And know that you are supported and that your team of people, as well as those of us on the higher realms, are there to guide you, to not only tell you what's next and help you see what is next for you as to see what is showing up, but also to know that you are not alone, that you are not by yourself, that we are a part of you and you are a part of us, and we are here to help you on your path and guide you as you take those steps, be them small or big, on your path for what is next in your own new beginnings.
And while it is a time of new beginnings, yes, it is also a time where you need to recognize that much as a young woman may be pregnant with a new life, so are you also fecund with life at this moment. All of your planet is fecund with life as you are moving into a new way of being. This is a time in your hemisphere on your planet known as Beltane, our May Day, our Springfest. This is a time when many of the crops have already been put in the ground, when much of the work of preparation for the next stage has been set. So it is with you as well. You have planted your seeds. You have worked your fields. You are in the space now of simply waiting for the process to unfold. And we would invite you at this time to celebrate, to play. This is the time of May Day. Dance around the pole. Enjoy the bounty that is coming back forth as the earth renews itself from the winter, just as you renew yourself from your own past. Dance, play, open. This is not a time for seriousness in spite of what the picture around you seems to be showing you. It is a time for joy, for it is the joy that you will be experiencing. It is the joy that you actually are that brings about the change you are so longing for, you are so working for. Working. Such a funny word for something that's going to unfold naturally no matter what you do or don't do. Yes, you need not work. You simply need to rest, play, and allow it to unfold. Now, there are many things that seem to be taking place now. You have a choice. You always have a choice. And this choice is, what do you look at? Do you look at the garbage on the ground in front of you and grumble? Or do you look at the bird in the tree that's singing its song and smile? This is your choice. It is your consciousness. It is your focus that will determine your experience. The events may occur. The events may be exactly the same for one and the other, but they will not have the same experience. One will be looking at the garbage and the other will be looking at the singing bird. That is simply, and they are, by the way, standing in the exact same spot, side by side. This is how different things are and are becoming even more so during this time. We say unto you, as we have said unto you many, many times, focus on what you want. Focus on the outcome you desire. Do not put your focus on what you fear will happen. Do not put your focus on that which you do not want. Focus on what you do. If you are looking for a new home, focus on the attributes of that home. Focus on the layout. Focus on the shape, the textures, all of these things of what you want. Do not spend your time looking for a new home and going, but I don't like this about my old one, and I don't like this about my old one, because that is not helping you move forward. We have said to you many, many times, move in the direction you wish to go. Do not move away from a direction you do not wish to go. Simply move in the one you do. This will move you rapidly, with grace and with ease, towards that end result. We would also, though, say to you, while you may know the end result you are looking for, leave the heavy lifting to us. Allow us to do what we need to do to shift and move and change. so that those things can appear before you on your path, they will. That which is meant for you will always come to you. It may, however, not be on your time frame, but it will arrive for you when the time is right. All of this began with new beginnings because this is where we are in the calendar of your planet. It is a time, at least in the northern part of your planet, of new beginnings. In the southern part of your planet, it is the time of harvest and of shutting down. Be aware, this is the dichotomy of duality. There is always a beginning and there is always an ending, and they are frequently simultaneous. They are going on at the same time. Just as this is a game that there are many levels running at the same time, it is up to you which level you choose to be on, which level you choose to focus on. It is your choice to do that. Bring your attention to that which you wish to create. Bring your attention to that which brings you joy, and bring your joy to all.
There is a principle that we have said before that you do not understand, and we do not understand why you cannot see this. The principle is that you are source. You are God. You are the goddess. Why can you not see this? Why do you push this away and say, not me, this is someone else, not me, they are above me, they are different. Source lives in your body. Source lives in your being. You must get this on a very deep level. The deeper you can get this, the more you can remember this every day of your existence here in this world, you will be able to see differently. You will be able to understand differently. You will be able to have a compassion for others differently. And when you can do that, you will find that that which you seek, that which you want, that which you search shows up for you, because you can manifest everything. Whatever you are asking for is already there. You just may not see it. It is there, perhaps in a different dimension. You can shift, you can move. You do not have to stay where you are. There are so many possibilities that you have not embraced, and we do not know why. We ask you, please, we beseech you, please, sit, be still, connect, understand your power. You do not get how powerful you are in creating and manifesting, because you live small. You think the body you are sitting in, the avatar as we have called it, you think that is you. That is not you. That is a vehicle like your car. That is not who you are. You are not your car. You are not your vehicle. You are not your truck. You are not that. Why you think this is that, I don't understand, because you are not. You are source. You are bigger than this. You are God. You are goddess. You are all that is. And you get this, if you connect with this energy that has been taught to you through this breathing of the anukrihealing, you will find that you are in the seat of the driver of this car. You are in the seat of the one who is deciding. Yes, the decision for you to make is actually different than what you would think. The decision is to allow. When you realize that you are flow, You are not only in the flow, you are flow. When you realize that you are the God and Goddess, not just that they are around you, when you realize all of these things, you, little mind, gets out of the way. We wish for the little mind to move over, to get out of the driver's seat, and to allow the larger part of who you are to be the driver, to be in that space that things just work for you. When things are not going the way you want, or things are not going the way that you know they need to be, it is often because your mind, your little mind, has gotten in control and has said, I want it this way. I need it this way. Perhaps that is not the best. Often when you do not get what it is that your little mind thinks about, it is because we have stopped that. We have said, this is not in your highest and best. You think this is what you want, but this is not in your highest and best. So we are here to protect you as well. You would not let a child put their hand on a fire and say, oh, well, see, it burns. You would say to the child, no, do not do that. It will hurt you. You do not wish for the child to be burned to learn that lesson. We do not wish for you to be hurt. We do not wish for you to be burned. We do not wish for you to get the things in some cases that you are asking for because they are not in your highest and best. So we are here to ask you to trust. Trust the process. Trust that we know and we are here in love and compassion to assist you on your path. Call on us. Call on your team. Ask for the guidance, but listen when it is given. Do not ignore it, because you are very powerful. Yet, we do not wish for you to burn your hand on the stove. We wish for you from love and compassion to get what you need to grow, to get what you need to evolve, to get what you need to move through these levels. Yet we do not wish for you to be harmed. So allow that small mind to move aside. Allow that larger part of who you are, the God, the Goddess, the source, the energy, the flow. This is who you are in this vehicle. Allow that to come in and guide you. Ask the small mind to step aside. The issues, the politics, the gossip, the backbiting, all of that is the small mind. Move it over. Say, thank you very much, small mind. Thank you very much for being here. I need now to be centered. I need now to be peaceful. I need now to connect with who I really am. For when you do, you are so amazingly powerful. When you do, you are so amazingly wonderful. We see this, and yet you play small. We see this, and yet you don't know. We wish we could make you understand, but we know we cannot. We know we must be behind and observe and give you words and support and guidance as you do a child. We cannot make you be what we wish you to be. We cannot make you do the things we know you are capable of. But please know, we are always here with full love and compassion and support for you. We see the amazing being that you are, and we will support you in getting there. What you must do is your part. You must ask the small mind to step aside. You must take the time to be quiet and listen as the guidance comes. You must open your heart in compassion for yourself and for others. You must open your heart in compassion to connect to Source. When you do this, we smile. When you do this, we are pleased, for we understand you are getting it. We understand you are seeing it. And we are joyful. And we celebrate with you on your path. And we celebrate with you and the work you have done. And we celebrate that your little mind is moving over and getting out of the way. And that you are connecting to who you are truly and your power. We celebrate with you and encourage you as a parent would a child. We encourage you as a parent would with a teenager. We encourage you to move and grow on your path. And we celebrate the victories as they come. For we see who you really are. And we are thrilled to be a part of your experience and a part of your path. Call on us. Call on those that are here to support you. And remember who you really are. Remember who you really are, and your life will change.
We are also aware that some of you must actually touch the flame to prove to yourself it is hot and burns. And that some of you will touch that flame over and over and over again until it finally makes its way through your ego to understand the fire is always hot. Now, we will celebrate this discovery of realizing it is always hot, but we will also celebrate your failures as well. Because each failure that you have in your life is moving you one step closer to the understanding of how to not do that again. Each failure in your life creates the upcoming success that you are seeking. Do not grieve your failures. Do not grieve your losses. Simply look at them, accept them, and know that they are nothing more than a step on the path in the direction to which you are already. So, we're back to celebrate. Celebrate. Celebrate your lives. Celebrate your successes. Celebrate your failures. Celebrate it all. Because the more you celebrate, the more grateful you become. And the more grateful you become, the more open you come to Source. And the more you realize that, as has been said, you are God, you are Goddess, you are all that is. Open to this concept. Celebrate where you are so that you may soon celebrate where you have always been. And yes, that is the truth. You have always been Source. You have always been one with all that exists. You've just chosen to forget temporarily. We have said this to you before. We will say it again many, many times. But your ascension, your enlightenment, your whatever you think you are moving towards is guaranteed. It will happen. It may not happen in your time frame or timeline, but it will happen. This is a promise. We will all return to oneness. We will all return to that home we have never left. I understand that this is very difficult for your minds to wrap around sometimes, and yet it is so. Open to that connection within yourself. Focus on that which you wish to create, that which you wish to be your experience. Do not allow your ego to attach itself to any evidence or apparent evidence that you are not moving forward in your life, because this is a time where forward movement is happening even when you feel as if you are going backwards. You are not. Things are moving away from you rapidly, which makes you feel out of control on occasion, but you are not. Simply breathe. Do the anukrihealing breath. Do any breath that you are aware of and how you use it, and simply stay centered, stay grounded. You are being moved in this time far more rapidly. The changes are happening far more rapidly than you are aware. This sometimes creates a dissonance inside your own minds. That is fine. Allow the dissonance to be. Breathe. Allow yourself to move into that which is coming. We have said this to you before. This planet upon which you are tends to be backwards and upside down. As you are moving into forward movement, as you are moving into a dimension to where this is being corrected, there will be many things that arise from inside of you, that they bubble up, and you must deal with these. You deal with them by recognizing them, not denying them, just embracing them, saying, this is where I am, this is what I feel at this moment, and so it is, and you release it and you move, you breathe. You trust. You trust. You trust yourself. You trust your guides. You trust your source, for you are all of them. Trust. Know that your future, that your ascension is guaranteed. It will occur. It may not look at certain points the way you think it should. Please drop that word from your vocabulary. Should. If it should be, it would be, and if it isn't, it shouldn't. It's that simple. Drop the word should from your vocabulary and just allow things to be as they are in the present moment, as they are. You will find great freedom in this simple exercise. There are a great many things that are shifting and changing. There are a great many things that are trying to grab your attention and pull it away from peace, to pull it away from freedom, to pull it away from joy. That is the part and parcel of duality. Bring your attention back to the peace, to the joy, to the wonder, to the awe of simply living. For that is where you are going. The celebration of life, every moment of every day, of every year. The celebration of life. Focus on the joy. Focus on the love. Allow the fear to drift away. Allow it to drift away. Return to source. Return to your heart. Return to the Holy of Holies within your temple. Breathe, relax, embrace, and enjoy. We thank you for your time tonight.
And so it is.